Hello, hello. We are back in DS2. So, we got our hands on the Pilgrim's Pontoon, which is pretty poggies. So, let's make a better setup than Affinity, because I doubt I will ever use it. Just wait till I get my hands on Dark Dance, then you'll see. Right, I forgot! Dark Dance requires a sacred chime to use. Shit. Same with Life Drain Patch. Yo, hexes are spread out in such a weird way. All of the projectile-like hexes. Okay, 66 Dark Orbs it is. All the projectile-like hexes are for the staff, and you have pretty much no AoE for the staff, like at all. But then you get to the Sacred Chime hexes, and it's like, this is AoE, this is AoE, and this is AoE too. You have like 3 of them. And by AoE I mean like an explosion around your character. Okay, so I have quite a lot of weight to spare, and I will put the sunset stuff in my left hand so that I can... Holy scaling Batman! 500 dark. So that I can buff my Spontoon when the time comes. Anyways, I'm feeling pretty energetic. I have the whole house to myself, so I can speak louder if I want to. But I don't feel like at the moment. Maybe I should. Like, from what I've noticed, if you want to make it as a YouTuber, you kind of have to be the loud, energetic kind of a persona. The chill guys make it very rarely. Huh. Look at the way this guy died. Bruh. He looks like he got fucked to death. By the way, you might be wondering why is it that I get like I stutter quite often, like I go and I don't know how to describe it better, but you know, like I make pauses in my speech. That's because I'm trying to talk about something interesting. I try to talk about something interesting, but to focus in the game at the same time too, which is proving to be quite the challenge, not gonna lie. Like, it's much harder than you think to hold a meaningful conversation while also focusing on the game, and both of your performances will suffer. So whenever you watch, if you were to watch another Let's Play ever, keep that in mind. It's harder than it looks. Okay, so it's like 270 versus... What the? I cannot cast in the left hand at all? Bruh. What? Ah, right. I, of course, once again forgot to change my controller settings. God damn it. When will I ever learn? Holy shit, that's quite a difference. 270 versus 500. Almost a double. Damn! And how would the Black Witch stuff compare to 500? 430. Okay, so that's important to keep in mind. The difference isn't that big, but you can cast miracles and chime hexes with the sunset stuff. Wait, not sunset stuff, the Black Witch stuff. And so you will be much better prepared and have access to double the hexes. So yeah, splitting my attention between gaming and talking is not so easy. I wonder how the others do it. Because quite a lot of people, like, I've seen them, you know. I watched some Let's Plays myself. Why is this wall moving, bruh? I enjoy watching Let's Plays, or at least I did. Oh. Up, 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 up. Might be quite weird to say as a wannabe YouTuber myself, but I don't really watch YouTube Let's Plays anymore. I still watch a lot of YouTube. A little too much, one could say. But I don't really watch game Let's Plays anymore. I watch like news stuff, commentary stuff, even reaction videos, which is quite a topic in and of itself. Like, what do you think about reaction videos? Because a lot of people don't like them. Like, just in general, that then they don't like them, so they don't watch them. That's about it. Oh. Fucked up. Went better than expected. It's probably good that I went down here. Oh, dark fog. Before I lit up all the fire thingies. Before I lit up all the fires. Thank you, English language. I don't have to remember the name of the thing. I can just say lit up the fires. Yeah, so it might be quite weird for me to say as a YouTuber. Wait, am I repeating myself? Well, oh right, I was talking about reaction stuff. So a lot of people don't like them, as in don't like watching them, but there's also quite a sizable population of people that like hate reaction videos and hate the people who make them. I personally quite like them. I can see why someone would not like them, but I enjoy watching them. I think they are quite cool because it's like, look, you can like rewatch the thing that you've already watched, but get some new perspective on it from the other person that is watching and commentating. It's nice to watch stuff like that for me, especially when I'm eating and such. If you yourself would be interested in me doing some reactions, let me know. And also there is this whole issue of plagiarism. I mean, like, there is like fair use laws that protect you as an reaction YouTuber. But still some people view it, you know, whether it is lawful or not, some people still view it as like an asshole thing to do, to like make a low effort reaction video of something. while the other person had to, you know, make the whole thing. Like when you're reacting to, for example, I'm gonna get my equipment broken when I fall down into that. Like when you watch, for example, someone react to some kind of an animation, that's just an example, then where's the invader? Maybe I didn't lit up all the fires yet. Then, you know, that person is getting the views for making the animation, which takes a lot of time, effort and money. But then comes the reaction YouTuber and just watches it and gets views and money too, just for, you know, watching and providing commentary, which some people might see as lazy. I don't. And so long as they obey the fair use laws, then I think everything's Gucci. That's my opinion. And they also should like credit. They should also like post a link to the original video, credit the original author. That's also the proper thing to do. Yeah. Honestly, when it comes to my friend circle, I think I'm the only one that has an opinion like that. All the others hate it. But when you look at the views on YouTube, many people make an entire livelihood out of stuff like that. And also, reaction content is kinda similar to commentary content. Holy shit, yeah, those hollows have like dark enchanted weapons. He just did half my health with a single attack with that poo-poo doo-doo weapon. Damn. So yeah, the biggest YouTubers happen to be the ones that are doing, you know, commentary stuff. And it's no coincidence. That just, like, it's not just like a luck thing. Commentary is like, well, it's very, I don't know, people, I don't know how to, a chest. I don't know how to better explain it than, you know, people just like watching it, and some people get crazy views from doing that, which I think it's fine. Like, I remember the time that there used to be some sort of a, like, there used to be some deep hatred between like animation YouTube channels versus commentary and or reaction channels on YouTube. There used to be some bad blood between them, because, you know, the animation guy puts a lot of effort into the animation and time, money and everything, but then someone gets more views for just making a vlog, essentially, which, you know, I can understand the negative emotions, but I don't think it's right to go after the vlog, reaction, commentary type YouTubers. I think it's just wrong. Like, what did they do to you? It's not like they did it maliciously to spite you. They are just making videos, and even if they are low effort compared to making an entire animation, I wonder if you've seen it on the recording. Perhaps not, I just got a message from a friend. Now stop spamming me! But, you know, YouTube is a platform for everyone, so, like, what do you want from them? Do you want to for there to be some kind of a threshold that, like, you have to have like an minimum amount of effort put into what you're doing, so that it's considered legit. That wouldn't be so nice, right? I think those can perfectly coexist with one another. Okay, so this place here, like when you go down the ladders, I should get invaded by like a witch person invader, and well, I don't need her set. She drops an armor set that is quite nice, which I already have because I got it from New Game, but I still feel pretty perplexed by the fact that she didn't appear, you know? Weird. Are there any fires that I forgot to lit up? I'm quite a bit of a perfectionist kind of guy when it comes to those type of games. Even if the item doesn't fit into my build or I don't need it. Like when I'm doing a playthrough, I'm doing it properly. So, you know, beating every enemy, getting every item. And so I feel compelled to Yo, were they always so fast? I feel compelled to walk around through the gutters again to try to find the fire that I didn't lit, that I missed. I don't think these hollows and those doggos are a good point of reference to judge how well does this weapon, like I mean the Pilgrim's Spontoon, how well is it doing. I have a suspicion that they might be slightly resistant to dark damage. But then again, I can't think of any enemy that is susceptible. Susceptible? Is that the right word? I don't think so. That is weak. Ha! That's a much better, simpler word. I cannot think of a single enemy that is like actually susceptible. Weak to dark damage. Okay, so I really don't want to like edit this video because rendering takes a whole lot of time to do. So give me a second here. I'm gonna reply to my friend. Apologies for that. Co jest? Okay. Switch to Polish for a second there. Back to the starting point of the gutter. So yeah, it's really weird. Like, maybe they change her spawn point. Maybe she doesn't spawn in New Game Plus if you killed her in the regular New Game cycle. Nah, that wouldn't make sense. That theory doesn't make sense in the slightest. It reminds me of how there used to be a conspiracy theory going around about Minecraft that if you break the leaf blocks on the trees with your hand, bare hand, I mean, if you destroy them, break them like that, there is a higher chance that they will drop saplings and apples. Which is of course untrue, but it was a pretty strong rumor. But I think even I kind of believed it. But I think what opened my eyes to how silly it sounds is, like a YouTuber said, think about it this way. Do you think the developer would bother making the game like that? Do you think anyone would bother programming for the block to work like that? Ooh, more chunks. Not likely, right? That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to make the game work like that. So yeah. But then again, then they added the fortune enchantment, and I think that breaking leaves with a fortune weapon does actually increase the chance of getting loot. Speaking of Minecraft, I might make a let's play out of it too. I already have a couple of recordings of playing with my friends, but we are all kind of burned out on it, and by we I mean them, because like I don't know, like for me, Minecraft is like an infinite game. You can play it infinitely, which is great. Like, you know, even if you get all the... Oh, there's like a hidden level there. I'm gonna try to get it. But I think it's empty, but still, I wanna check this place out. Like for me, after doing all the adventuring and collecting all the best equipment in Minecraft, to me the game doesn't end there. Pure luck. No, that was all skill. I did it. And there's nothing here. But for most people, from what I've noticed, like, is that like they beat the Ender Dragon. Like, I always put a lot of effort into delaying beating the Ender Dragon for as long as possible. Because once we beat the Ender Dragon and get the Elytras to fly, like my friend's interest in the game drops to 0 almost immediately. You can feel it. You can feel it in the air. Like you can almost like hear the sound effect of like a piano falling. Which sucks so much, because to me Minecraft is an infinite game. And you know, even if you get all this stuff, there's so many different funny things that you can build, like, you know, minigame arenas, PvP arenas, all that stuff, like stuff that you built just as decoration, huge mob grinders. Ah, there it is. I can't believe I missed this one. Huh. Okay, so inside there, I believe I am unable to enter, but I forgot what is the requirement for that door to open. I completely forgot. Maybe some kind of a key. I don't know. We will come back here later anyway. And yeah, in like 2 weeks my friends all get bored and I'm the only one still online on the server. They only drop in... They only drop in occasionally. I was saved there by, like... Because of the first explosion put me on my butt. The second one didn't damage me, because when you're flattened like that, you cannot be damaged. Luckily. still a bit unsure whether I like DS2 lighting system, or do I not? Because at times it's really pretty, like look at the lit up gutter. Like it's really quite nice looking. Quite mysterious looking even. But at times I really just want to be able to see what I'm doing and what's happening. I think we already discussed it. Yo, backstabs are so weird in this game. Sometimes they are really hard to get, and sometimes I get it from such a distance that it feels weird that I just zoomed in on the enemy. And sometimes, like, you think you are perfectly behind the enemy, but the backstab doesn't happen and you do a regular attack because, like, the enemy has moved and is contorted in a weird way. Why is there such a gathering of hollows here? What the fuck? What are you guys doing here? That's like the weirdest place for you to gather. Huh. They are stuck there. Okay, I forgot what I was talking about. Whoops. Hey, is that jump possible? Should be. Yo. Oh. If I really wanted to, I could even get on that platform there, but there's no reason to do that. There's no reason to kill those bugs either. The fires are lit up already. Wait, actually, I can take a shortcut there. No! Don't ruin my equipment. By the way, those bugs, like in the non-scholar version of the game, used to be like a Crown of the Sunken King DLC only. And they just randomly decided to take a few of them and put them here. Enemies from the DLC. Which is like the weirdest decision ever. I don't mind, but I just would like to know why, I guess. I gotta rest. I gotta fix my equipment. Speaking of DLC, yeah. I am pretty sure that, unfortunately, there are no bonus enemies or any changes at all to the game. Okay, is Chaos Rapier that good? Or is the Pilgrim's Pontoon that bad? Because I feel like the damage is comparable between them, even though the Chaos Rapier... Yeah, there it is! The Guttered Citizen. Are they climbing? Holy shit, they are. That's so cool. Prepare to get Darfogged. Hey, that was perfect. There it is. And I think it's better that I fought her here instead of, you know, down on, you know, in the bottom, on the bottom, down at the bottom. Ha, that's the correct expression. Down at the bottom, because here I would also get surrounded with the hollows. Ooh. I can hear that my dishwasher stopped working, like it finished the cycle. But that I don't feel like going to open it yet. I have to open it or it will keep beeping forever. And also I have to let the dishes, you know, breathe a little, so to speak. They have to like the water, there is still a bit of water on them, which has to evaporate. Okay, so I think it's the perfect spot here to make a little break. See you in a second.